Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio, brand new week, Monday, March 14th, NCAA tournament week as well. Huge week on tap. But we're here for the association, NBA on a Monday, 9 games in the NBA to break down. Ian Cameron, Skee Profit, Dutch Boy Fresh, TROT Wham in the house as usual, ready for a Monday in the NBA. Let's get right into it. We've got the LA Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers to get things rolling. Cleveland now up to 7-point home favorites in this game, 212 and a half, the total right now, pretty much across the board with this one. Obviously, when you look at the Clippers, they continue this pretty long road trip of theirs. And I had no time to bet or watch or handicap NBA. I was out most of the day yesterday, so I passed on the NBA. I know Detroit was – I think they did cover against the Clippers. Yeah, yes. It depends on when you bet them. If you bet Detroit early, they did cover because they were 5-point dogs. I think they closed 4 or 3.5. And it ended with the Clippers winning 106-102, and we know what kind of streak the Pistons have been on. The Clippers did win that game, though, by 4. Cleveland has lost back-to-back games against Miami and Chicago, so they're looking to bounce back here tonight against the Clippers and get back in the win column. I do like this spot for Cleveland here tonight. When you look at their losses, though, this has been a pretty tough schedule for this for this Cavaliers team lately. Chicago, Miami, Toronto, Philadelphia. You know, they've played some pretty good competition of late. They've struggled in some of those games. They're obviously definitely missing some key pieces like Jared Allen's still out. LeVert's been day-to-day for a few weeks now, or a few games, I should say. Markkanen, game-time decision tonight as well. So will they be 100%? But it's not like the Clippers aren't without injury issues or concerns, and they're on the second of a back-to-back here on the road with obviously still Leonard and Powell out, and now you've got Reggie Jackson out, you've got Robert Covington out, and still PG3, Paul George out as well. So they've got all kinds of issues right now. This Clippers team, I like Cleveland here. I'm gonna agree with the move here and probably do a split in the first half, full game with Cleveland. I know it can be a dicey proposition laying points here, but this Clippers team is without a lot of people that make that team go. You know, when you're talking, obviously, now Reggie Jackson, who's been one of their best offensive players lately, I think they're going to struggle. I think it's a good spot for Cleveland to bounce back. Cleveland's losses have been against a tough schedule, good competition lately. I like Cleveland here, first half, full game split in this one. Dutch, let's start with you, my man. How are you here, and what do you think, Clippers, Cleveland?
Yeah, man, I'm lovely on this Medicaid Monday. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Be sure to hit that motherfucking like button like I just hit that plain of ice cream cake. Get you right where you need to be. Yeah, man. Hey, big shout out to our guy, I Need Money, THC RZA, Star Child, JPZ in the house, Paulie motherfucking Walnuts. I see you, my dude. Let's see here. We had, I believe it was Mr. H-Town said over 3.5 backwoods, bro. Hey, Zachary pays a little bit more attention because he said ladder that bitch over 4.5 and still take the over. I see you, my dude, because this is backwood number 1. I don't know how many motherfucking backwoods I got. It's Medicaid Monday. I don't know how many games on here. But I'll tell you right now, it's over 3.5 for sure. Believe that.
I'm taking that 5.5 maybe.
Hey, Dan Kelly said it. Dan Kelly said it right at 6 minus 120.
Yeah, that's about right. And Bobano, you might have to press the button for me because I think Big Show MIA. I ain't seen him yet. I ain't heard him yet. So if you could press that backwards.
Oh yeah, we got the backwards. Yeah, that's right. I got to get the little graphics too. Which game we're talking about? So I got to.
This is number 1. This is number 1. I appreciate it.
I got to pull double. Whoops! I got to pull double duty today. Here, get ready. There we go. It's coming. We've got our. Where the hell is it now? All right.
There you go. There you go.
All right. Hold on one sec. We'll find this thing.
All right.
Where's our
backward?
back with
it. You can
all right, we'll get to it. We'll find the damn thing in just a sec. What do you think? I hear somebody. Someone wants to be a special guest on the show today, I think, in the background. Wham, what do you think here? Clippers, Cavs.
Yeah, y'all know how it is, bro. I can't stop it. When the light come on, everything is cool before the light come on. As soon as the light come on, all hell breaks loose.
There we go.
But for the most part, bro, in this game, yeah, man, like you mentioned, Reggie Jackson being out, that's going to hurt them. He's averaging 20 points, been the leading scorer, for the past 2 weeks there for this team. I do expect my guy Coffee to ball out. I do expect Zubac to get the double-double today. I think it's at minus 130. That's something I am looking for. My book didn't open it up yet, so I'm seeing if I could get a little bit different than minus 130, but most likely I'll be on the Zubac. Haven't bet that yet, but that's the only way I'm looking here. Obviously, Garland double-double is big, profitable. He didn't get it last game. Maybe it happens in this game. It might be a blowout here. This is a backwood for me too, but I think it's more exotic than anything. So I like the Zubac double-double once I get a look of what the market is looking like, because it's only one book that I see is right now showing that minus 131. See if I get better than that.
All right, so maybe looking at some props more than anything here, Wham. All right, Skee, Clippers, Cavs.
Yeah, I could understand playing on Garland. If I'm betting on this game, it'd have to be the Cavs. Rest advantage, 1 day to none. And just, when I'm looking at last 5 game stats, they all favor the Clippers in the categories I care about: offensive rating, defensive rating, rebound percentage. I'm skeptical to play them with how they've been playing lately still. Like, they've only won 2 out of their last, 2 out of their last 7 games. So to expect them to win by margin, I couldn't put my money down, but I'll lean that way.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing better than leaning. I'm taking Cleveland. I've liked Cleveland all year. I think this is their spot. Clippers played yesterday, and Clippers won. There's no yesterday against Detroit. There's no pressure on them to get it done today. So I'm on Cavaliers -3.5 first half and -7 full game here in this one. All right, next up we got the Blazers and the Hawks. Portland, Atlanta. Atlanta 13.5, 14-point home favorites. 229.5, 230.5 the total in this one. The Atlanta Hawks, we know they've been starting to play, I would say, better basketball, especially at home. They're back to just rolling on their home floor, but they didn't cover their last 2 at home. 12.5-point home favorites. They won by 3 against the Pacers yesterday, and then against the Clippers. Man, that was a bad beat. That was Friday. I remember because I was on the Hawks first half and full game. They didn't get either one of those. They started slow. They picked it up in the second half. They got up by double digits, and then they fucked it up at the end and pissed it away, and they ended up only winning by 6. They fell asleep with the lead a little bit. And so I didn't get either of the first half or full game bets that I placed with Atlanta against the Clippers on Friday. So that was frustrating. I kind of want to take Portland here. That's a lot of points. I know the Blazers have all kinds of personnel problems still. Lillard's out. Nurkic is out. Bledsoe's out. I understand that. Simon's also still out for them. Who the hell's going to score for them? I get it. But Atlanta, at the house, they've been winning. They haven't necessarily been winning by margin, though. 7-point win against the Raptors, 6-point win against the Bulls, 6-point win against the Clippers, 3-point home win against the Pacers. This is not a team that's, we're going to roll over and beat somebody by this kind of margin. They just haven't shown you that, lately in these home games. So, Portland, look, they did at least find a way their last game against Washington, 127-118. You got to give them credit. They were undermanned. They were 7-point dogs. They won outright. They got incredible performances from this MASH unit, skeleton crew, if you will, with Drew Eubanks, Trendon Watford, CJ Ellaby, Brandon Williams. Josh Hart went nuts, 44 points in the victory against Washington. He stepped up big time. This is a Portland team that, you're right, G League lineup for sure. But they play hard, and sometimes playing hard is all you need in the NBA to cover is plus 15-point dogs. I'd take the dog before I take Atlanta here. Dog or pass for me in this one. Skee, what do you think, Portland, Atlanta?
I agree with what you said as far as, expecting Atlanta to win by margin. We know they win at home, but on a back-to-back, and I know Portland hasn't been the best, but I probably would lean towards taking the points. I just, Atlanta, I've been putting money on them before the last 2 games, and they've been burning it. So I'm just kind of sick of doing it. So I lean Portland, not a game I'm playing today.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I definitely lean Portland. I might play it small, if anything, but it won't be more significant than that. I will say this, though. Portland rode underdogs the last 4, albeit Phoenix, 2 against Minnesota and Utah. Very good teams, and they got blown out in all of them. But, Atlanta's not quite on that consistent level in my mind.
I like Top Set's comment. I could have just said what he said right there.
Yep.
Portland to not see my money -2,000.
There you go. Portland, yeah. We got to give you an opinion. It's a tough game. I mean, I don't want to lay 15 with Atlanta. I'd rather take 15 with Portland than lay 15 with Atlanta or 14.5 here. It's just too many, and they've not been, and they're on a back-to-back. They've not been winning by margin, period. Dutch, what do you think here? Blazers, Hawks.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say I see in the chat people was kind of getting on Skee for being loaded. I thought I was about to stick up for him, but then he said he leaned Portland. He might be a little too loaded, but then he came back to earth a little bit. So I see him now. But yeah, man, ain't no way in motherfucking hell. Nobody on this panel betting the fucking Portland Trailblazers. I tell you that right now. And if you are, Man, you better roll the fuck up and think twice about it because Atlanta. You said the 4 games. Ian, about the 4, but then Atlanta, man, all 4 of those teams are a class above the Portland Trailblazers. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, they beat the Wizards, but what did they lose by 30, 25, 30 to 6 games previous to that by average? I know it's 20 plus. These motherfuckers ain't it. I would only look Atlanta first half or nothing. I believe it's 8. I think it's 8 for a reason, but this is back with number 2 for me.
Yeah, I agree. It feels like this is one of those games where anything can happen. Portland could cover. Portland can take this down to the wire. Portland could also lose by 20 or 25. It's a wide range of possibilities in my mind. What do you think here, Wham?
Yeah, man, this is an ugly ass game, bro. And like you mentioned, man, we gotta have some type of opinion, I guess. But for the most part, bro, only thing you can talk good about the Blazers is that they coming off a good win with Josh Hart, like you mentioned, bro. Had 44 points, which is out of his mind, career high, of course. The Hawks, they not playing that much defense. I mean, I could see him getting 30 today. I wouldn't be surprised if he, continues to score because they only got him here. They're allowing 117 points. The Hawks, 50% from opponents, 39% from 3 over the last 5 games. But this team, Blazers, even though they had that good game, they still only averaging 100 points, bro. Over the last 5 games, and a couple of those, and 2 of those games in the last 5 games were 120. Just to let you know how bad the offense has been with the team that they have right now. So it's just tough, bro. This has to be a backwood, man. But like you said, we gotta have some type of opinion here. I'm thinking Trae Young probably go off in this game. He had 56 points against the Portland last game in this game. So, maybe he balls out again, gets to 40 plus. That's the way I'll be looking if I did have to force a bet here, but I'm not.
All right. Yeah, it's basically general backwood territory for all 4 of us here. Only a lean to Portland with me at the end of the day. Denver and Philadelphia now. Next up, we've got the Sixers, 3-point home favorites here, 224.5 the total in this one. Money coming in on the Denver side, down from 5 to 3 now with Denver as road underdogs in this game. Looks like they're going to have some people available to them, except maybe Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's questionable with a foot injury, but there was some questions whether Barton or Morris would play. Both of them look like they're going to be good and in the starting lineup. So Denver will have their current starting backcourt available to them. Of course, they're eagerly awaiting the return and the debut really this season of Jamal Murray. That's going to be happening closer to playoff time. Certainly they're excited, I'm sure, to get him back at some point. Denver coming off I'll be honest, a shocking loss to Toronto because I thought it was a horrible spot for Toronto Saturday night. Remember, they just beat Phoenix the night before. I thought going into Denver back-to-back and the altitude rested Denver, and Denver ends up not getting it done, 127-115. So Denver's off 2 losses in a row now. Golden State and Toronto looking to bounce back tonight against Philadelphia. The Sixers responded from that blowout loss to Brooklyn on national television. Responded by winning. Wasn't pretty, though, against Orlando. 116-114 overtime win. Never sniffed a cover, really, as 11-point favorites in that game. It kind of does feel like it's a good Denver spot. They've got the rest advantage here. Back to back for the Sixers. 2 straight losses for Denver. Chip on their shoulder, facing James Harden and those boys from Philly. I could see Denver being a good bet here, especially early. I think Nick Lee has got a good point, maybe first half, first quarter even. They're going to have that energy and really come out strong after those 2 straight home losses. So, yeah, Denver is the only side I'd look at, but I'm just figuring out which way do I go. Do I go first quarter? Do I go first half? Do I go full game? Do I sprinkle maybe on all 3? That's what I might do, maybe a little bit on all 3 of those. What do you think here, Skee? Denver, Nuggets, Philadelphia, 76ers.
Philly played last night. Harden played a lot of minutes. I want to say like 40-something, 44, something like that. And, Harden's had some hamstring issues, and he's not on the injury report right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if he
banged
sits.
up, though. You can tell.
Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if he sits here tonight. Doc Rivers the other day already said down the stretch he's going to be trying to get, Embiid and Harden some rest so they can be ready for the playoffs. So that's kind of what I think is going to happen. I'm pretty sure Embiid is going to play because, he's battling it out for MVP for his Joker. And, I think he kind of takes the games for his Joker personal because Joker won MVP last year too. So I think he's going to be in, but I still have to look towards Denver. They got the rest advantage. Even off 2 losses, they've been playing better the last 5 games. As far as offensive rating, they've been a better rebounding team. I would have to take Denver. I just think I'm going to roll with who's playing better and who has more rest, and they're getting points.
There we go. So Skee making a case for Denver as well. Dan Kelly making a case for a $10 dono. Thank you very much. Thanks for all sharing all your hard work, Dutch, Ian, Wham, and Skee. We appreciate that very much. $10 dono, Dan Kelly. Thank you very much. And with that in mind, the train is leaving the station. There we go. Dono train. Thank you very much, Dan Kelly. Appreciate it very much.
Yeah,
$10
man.
dono. Hit that like button. 257 live viewers in the chat. We appreciate it a lot. Make sure you hit that like button and support the show. All right, Dutch, what do you think here? Nuggets, Sixers.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and put that dono back up for our guy Black Thor King. I see you, my dude, with the 1999 dono. My man.
Oh, boy,
Big
let's get it
salute.
rolling again.
Hit the motherfucking train.
You can tell it's Monday. People are feeling good. Thank you. We're feeling
Heavily
good. Thank you for the
medicated.
love.
Yeah, man. Much love to our guy. Also, Dan Kelly. Yeah, but I'm a man of the people, bro. The backwood is for it's for your health. I care about your health, Dan. So I'm glad you appreciate it, my guy. And I know some motherfuckers don't like it, but it is what it is. But yeah, bro, we'll get Denver, Philly. Yeah, I'll give you a little something. This speaking of about a backwood, this is an exotic motherfucker back. This is that one where like you almost hit that motherfucker. It's that top shelf in there, and I'm tempted to hit it. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give you a little bit on this game because this is a beautiful game. This is a good game. I will be watching. Embiid should suit up. Joker going to go. Man, when is James Harden not hurt? This motherfucker, like, he had 2 day partying a little bit at the club. Fucking pulled a hammy trying to do the two-step. This
Honeymoon's
man,
over. Remember that honeymoon I talked about? It's over.
Hey, I say it's good for only so long. He's like, you know what I mean? It's like a bad relationship. The shit is good, but hey, it's only to fail. It's only doomed to fail with James Harden, and that's what it is, man. Really, I can't lie though. I'm not too confident in the Nuggets in this spot though. I know everybody likes it, and I agree. If you bet the Denver Nuggets here, you have to bet them early. Philly has shown. Look what they did against Orlando. We keyed on them in the last week or two. I've showed you that I believe they're 1-4 the last 5 first halves, and won 4 out of the 5 games, or 4 out of the 6, I believe, games. Obviously losing to the Nets here recently. Did pull out a tough game though, tough ass game last night against Orlando. Really, Orlando gave that game away. But good teams find a way to win, and the Sixers are a good team, not a great team. They're a good team because they have a great player in Joel Embiid, and they got an above average player in that guy fucking James Harden. But yeah, I believe Tobias is finding his game a little bit as well. He had a solid game yesterday. Hit some big shots. Maybe look for that to carry over tonight. But I just look at this game a little bit. When I look at the Nuggets, man, they're not very trustworthy, to be honest with you. These two teams played November 18th. Philly won outright as a 7.5-point dog with no Embiid. They won that game by 14 points. And keep in mind, they didn't have James Harden at that time, and Joel Embiid wasn't even suited up. The Nugs are 0-4 ATS last 5, 0-3-1 against the number last 4 against these boys. 5-16-2 last 23 meetings versus the motherfucking Sixers. So the Sixers have their way long term and short term here with the Nuggets. I know it's a back-to-back situation. I know they played a tough game, and everybody played 45 plus minutes last night. But I would only bet Denver early, and I do lean the home team here. But I won't be betting this game. It's a good one to sit back and watch, and it's an exotic wood for me.
There we go. It's an exotic. It's an exotic bam right there. Exotic. I like how I did that. Exotic
bam
right there. Exotic backwood for Dutch here. All right, Wham, Denver, Philly.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Skee. I think Nuggets is smash spot here. First half full game. I'm gonna just key in on the first half at the +1.5, +2 you possibly get as well. Denver just on the road, 8 of the last 10 times on the road they covered, and I believe that they're scoring a 63. I know they're scoring 63 points in the last 5 games in the first half on the road as well. So they are getting the points up there. Sixers really not really that scary defensively, man. They're not that good. Bottom 5, bottom 10, I believe, in that regard over the last 5 games defensive rating there. So you're not really scared there. And like you guys said, the honeymoon is over, bro. I keep telling you, Niang is their best shooter, man. The only guy shooting 40% over the last 6 games, man. We said this shit before the shit even cleaned up, man. So now you're looking, he's the only guy that they're not having on the prop market as well. They're not giving us Niang props as they shouldn't, bro, because he's probably going to get 16 tonight. But I'll just say this. I like the team total over for the Nuggets, but I think the Nuggets first half +2, +1.5. This is the best bet in this part this game. So that's why I like it.
All right. So Nuggets team total. Nuggets early for Wham here against the Sixers. All right, Charlotte Hornets, Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got Charlotte 11.5-point road favorites, 230.5 the total in this game. Charlotte, and this is obviously a Charlotte team that, man, 33-35 is the perfect fucking record for this Charlotte team. I can't imagine a better record for this team than that. They're just so up and down. They can beat anybody on any given night. They can lose to anybody on any given night. They're right where they should be. They pounded the hell out of the Pelicans the other night, 142-140 on Friday. Big win there for the Charlotte Hornets against a depleted New Orleans team, though, missing several key players and starters in that game. But they got the job done. They snapped their 2-game losing streak. We'll see if they can keep it going here against OKC, who played last night against Memphis and lost 125-118. Actually, a pretty valiant effort, all things considered, from the Oklahoma City Thunder, considering this roster right now is pretty much Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Trey Mann, Baisley, and a bunch of spare parts. That's essentially what the Oklahoma City Thunder roster is right now. It's SGA, Baisley, Mann, and a bunch of spare parts. And they gave a good effort, though, last night against the Memphis Grizzlies in that game. We'll credit them for that. Gave the Grizzlies a good battle. They fell behind early. They got it close at halftime, and then they battled back in the fourth quarter and made it interesting against Memphis last night. But now they're on a back-to-back against Charlotte. How much is left in the tank? It's a pretty short roster that they've got right now, Oklahoma City, in terms of personnel availability. And now tonight, of course, who's out? Still Robinson Earl, still Aaron Wiggins, still Josh Giddey, still Derek Favors. So it's still a shorthanded team. A lot of these guys, too. And don't forget Lou Dort in terms of his season-ending surgery. He ain't coming back the rest of the season. And like I've said, from a total standpoint with the Thunder, ever since they lost Dort, this has been a team I look over, or I probably pass the game from a total standpoint. And they've gone over the total at a 7-2 and actually 8-2 rather to the over in their last 10 games, the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's not like you can trust Charlotte to play much defense. So that's where I'm going in this game. Neither side, but I am interested over 230.5 here. We'll start with you, Wham, on this one. What do you think, Charlotte, OKC?
Yeah, I keep it quick here. I think this is definitely backwood here. I'm only going to focus in on SGA props over 27.5 points. That's the way I'm going to bet here. Last time he did have 8 points in that game. It was a bad look here, but I just don't think that it's that much defense to be scared here with the Hornets. So I think SGA is going to go over his points today. Like you said, who else do they have out there? It's pretty pathetic after you mentioned how these guys been playing. But I will say there's some silver linings here. At least the players get signing bonuses because they don't have enough squad players and shit like that. So they do get their money this year. So we don't gotta say nothing else about that.
I know Skee always mentions the rest advantage, and there's no denying a huge rest advantage here for the Charlotte Hornets. 2 days off, where it's back-to-back for OKC. Skee, what do you think here, Hornets Thunder?
Yeah, the line has already shot up on the Hornets, and in general, they're not a team that I want to really lay with, even though I feel like when I've seen them in, this big favorite role, I feel like they've won by a good margin, but that's just me. No numbers to back it up. So if I had to play it, I would be taking the Charlotte side. I can't ignore the rest advantage, like you said. Other than that, I was thinking about SGA. I was kind of playing him, riding him a few times since the All-Star. He's been playing well. Like Wham said, the game before last, he had 8 points. I'm just going to leave this one out, just only because that game was on the back-to-back and this one's on the back-to-back. So I'm out of this game. If I had to play it, I would just play the Hornets.
All right, so lean to the Hornets, but just a lean for Skee on this one. How about you, Dutch? Hornets, Thunder?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guys. Prince of the City, CT Bays, Nut Flash Allen. I see you, my guys. Sammy B, he likes this game a lot. I mean, man, hey, if you're gonna bet this game, I believe Bang Bang, he wants to be a Thunder buddy, but I'd only look the other motherfucker way. But like my guy Skee said, we don't have to bet this game, and that's the beautiful motherfucking thing about it. But yeah, it'd be Hornets or nothing for me. But yeah, this is a backwood, man.
There it is, backwood for Dutch here with Charlotte and OKC for this one. All right, next up as we continue along on this Monday slate, it's Minnesota, San Antonio, where many of us will be in about 10 days from now. Can't believe it, 10 days away, Pubapalooza, Pub Sports Radio. It's going to all be going down. Looking forward to that. But first, we'll talk Timberwolves Spurs. We got Timberwolves 3.5. Point road favorites here, 241 and a half the total. Every game I want to bet these San Antonio games over the total. Hell, Minnesota as well. And I'm always late to getting the best number. Always. And I've got to change that. I got to, just commit to betting this shit overnight. Because the money's going to come in on the over, especially with two teams like this. And sure enough, 237 and a half was the open. Guess where it is now? 241 and a half. 4-point move up with the total. And you can understand why that is with these two teams. Timberwolves are still, a team that's trying to play better defensively one game in and game out. And, not always the case. But man, can they score? That's always the issue with them, and they definitely are capable of doing that. Now, they've had always on their injury report lately, Beverly, Edwards, Russell, McDaniels, Towns, Vanderbilt, all of these guys, it seems, at some point are on the injury list. For this game tonight, Beverly's a game-time decision for the Timberwolves, questionable with an ear infection. And it looks like Anthony Edwards as well, game-time decision, although he's been upgraded to probable. So we should see Anthony Edwards. He's dealing with a knee issue, but looks like he's going to be able to play tonight for Minnesota. San Antonio, on the other hand, of course, they had the predictable flat spot against Indiana on Saturday. The night after, beating Utah 104-102, a great win for them against the Jazz, getting Greg Popovich's milestone win, record-setting most wins in NBA history as a head coach. And you could see they were, they celebrated. They mobbed him after the game against Utah. And you could predictably kind of tell they were going to be flat against Indiana and be missing something. And they were trailing most of that game against the Pacers on Saturday. They lost 119-108. I'd expect they'd want to bounce back here in this one. They're probably now back in a little bit of a bet on spot. But Timberwolves are playing really well right now. 7-1. Straight up their last 8 games, 7-1 against the spread as well. And, they've beaten some good teams during that run. Cleveland, Golden State, a couple of good teams there. Miami, 113-104 on Saturday. So this Minnesota team playing well right now. So it's a tough side for me in this one. I think San Antonio will play better. Minnesota, I don't want to step in front of them. There are, a couple questionables with Minnesota. We'll see if they play. The thing I was looking at is over. I'll still maybe recommend it a bit, but it's getting up there, 241 and a half. Still, I'd look toward the over, the high side of that total. What do you think here, Dutch? Minnesota, San Antonio?
Yeah, man, I'm more excited about, like you said, started off and then going to San Antonio, seeing everybody than I am about this game, to be quite honest with you. Everybody
I think we all are.
chat, yeah, be sure to come out. You know what I'm saying? Next week, bring your best motherfucking smoke. Bring your girlfriend, bring your lady. Tell her to bring a friend too. Hey, we don't want a house full of dudes. It's always better when
I agree with that. Come on now. Yeah.
So don't be shy. Bring all your friends out. Let's have a good time. Drinks, it's gonna be a lot of tequila and churros. But yeah, this is a backwood for me, and I know I backwood a lot of these motherfuckers so far, but I got some good shit in store. It's just a lot of games, but yeah, it's a backwood, man.
Yep, we still got a lot to go. A lot of treasure in the Dutch treasure chest coming up here on the Pub Hub, still to come. So stay tuned for that.
Number 13 is coming for sure.
It is. It's definitely coming here. Wait a minute. We got to get it backwood. There we go. Wham, what do you think here? Timberwolves and Spurs.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see all you guys, man. Just like you said, bro, break bread, get it in, man. But this game, bro, anything I'm thinking over, that was my initial lean that I did write down. I put 240. It's at 241 and a half. So it probably was spot on that one. I think it could get there. Even though the series, I believe I did just look at the series, and both of these teams have been going under for the last 5 games that they met up, though. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that I have against that. I like this matchup to go over. But again, it's a lean for me. That's the only way I think. So I'm right there with Vanna on that one.
All right, excellent there. Just a lean to the over for Wham. All right, Skee, what do you think here? Minnesota, San Antonio.
Hey, Prince, you funny, man. I think I like DeJounte Murray over 23 and a half points. He's averaging a little bit over 26 points per game. Post All-Star break, you look at Minnesota the last 30 days, they're allowing a little bit under 26 points per game to the point guard position. I didn't get the update yet, but I know Pat Bev was questionable or game time decision earlier, and he's really the only person who's going to try to play defense. So I like Murray over 23 and a half points. I think he can even get his assists too. I'm not mad if you want to do points, rebounds, assists, but and with a total like 241, it's a lot of scoring they're expecting to have in this game. So I like his points. That's what I bet, and I can understand his assists too.
All right, there we go. Liking some player props here in this one for Skee with the Timberwolves and the Spurs. All right, we continue along now. We've got 4 games left. Next up, we got Washington and Golden State, Wizards and Warriors. Golden State, 11.5-point home favorites here in this game, 224.5, 225 the total. In this one here, Golden State, obviously, man, that was a very impressive what we saw from them Saturday night, that big showdown with Milwaukee. Man, they just took apart the Bucks, 122-109. Heating up a little bit, Golden State, 3 straight wins, 4 straight point spread covers. It all started with them bringing in Will Ferrell to give the team a little levity, give them a little, ha, take the pressure off. And man, like I said, Will Ferrell turned around the Golden State season, not anything else. Playing that Moon character. Now all of a sudden, look at them. They haven't lost since then. It's amazing how that Steve Kerr has just got that, that psychological bent there that, hey, we need to take some pressure off this team. We got to make them relax, have some fun, enjoy the, being around each other again. And that certainly helped. And look, ever since then, they've played better of late, and they're still, without Draymond all this time. So, you like the prospects here of them being better, and Green now back for Golden State. Wiggins game time decision here for the Warriors tonight. It looks like he is going to be a game time decision, illness situation for him. But again, Draymond Green back. Curry and Thompson are expected to play along with Kevon Looney here for Golden State. So we'll see if that helps them out. Certainly now with Green on the floor, you expect defense to be a little bit better for the Warriors moving forward. As for Washington, you got to play one hell of a bad basketball game to lose to the Portland Trailblazers, 127-118. And that's what happened to Washington in their last game on Saturday night. So, Washington's just a dreadful team right now. I mean, I don't know what else you can say other than beating Indiana by 10 at home. On this road trip, it's been really bad for them. They lost by 6, didn't cover to the Clippers, blown out by 13 to the Lakers. Lakers aren't winning games much at all, let alone winning by 13 in these games. Somehow they did that against Washington. And as I just mentioned, 7-point favorites against a G League roster of the Blazers, and the Wizards lose outright, 127-118. So hell no do I want any piece of Washington right now. The question is, do I want to lay with Golden State in this spot, coming off one of their biggest wins in a long time? Probably not. So for me, it's a backwood with Washington and Golden State. What do you think here, Dutch? Washington, Golden State?
Yeah, man. Get that motherfucker back without the screen, bro. This is an exotic plane. I'm hitting it. I'm going back with it. I'm going to double down on this motherfucker. I love this game so much. And really, not only is it because I like the way the Warriors have played of late and they're getting their leader back. And I know we like to say, but first of all, this ain't their best player. But when a superstar comes back to the team, it throws it off. Not a guy like Draymond. Dude, the guy doesn't need the ball. He does the small things, holds everybody accountable. So he's just going to uplift everybody in there. Klay coming off his best game of the year. Looked a little bit like the old Klay. Curry didn't even have a good game. It is his birthday, I believe. So look for them to, have a party in Golden State. And it's going to be thrown by them motherfucking Wizards, man, because them Wizards are trash. They really are. And let's touch on what I said about the Warriors. The last 3 games are 3-0 straight up. Last 3, average win 13 points per game, and the defense has stepped up a little bit, allowing only 102 points per game. Obviously, we're going to add Draymond to the mix. That's going to, like I mentioned, going to everyone else hold everyone else accountable, and obviously he's going to help the defense out, which was their main issue in my opinion. Another 27-6 with Draymond in the lineup. The average defensive rating was 101.5. That's number 1 in the league with Draymond out there. So look for, like I mentioned, for it to be contagious. These boys have already been playing a little bit better defensive late once Steve Kerr kind of got in their ass, and now you're getting Draymond back, who's really the true leader of this team. The Warriors are 4-0 ATS last 4 against the number. Now, they have not beat the Wizards since February 3rd of 2020. They've lost 3 straight. The Wizards, on the other hand, are an auto fade right now. They've touching on that, I believe, obviously, the Warriors are going to want to beat this team. And the Wizards have lost 4 out of 5, allowing 120 points per game in that span. Last in the NBA, also from 3-point range, 10.5 threes made per game. I just don't think they'll be able to hang with Steph, Klay, and Draymond getting them back. Only going to believe I play about between 20 to 25 minutes. It'll be good enough. Jordan Poole, they also put in the starting lineup as well. He's feeling himself of late, playing absolute great ball. Kerr knows that he's probably their third best player on the court, maybe give or take with Wiggins, how depending if he wants to show up. And obviously he's questionable, but with Wiggins in or out, I like the Warriors here to. It's going to be town business tonight. Easy 20-point win, I believe, at the house.
And you were right. I just looked. Yes, Steph Curry, 34th birthday today. Happy birthday to the one and only Steph Curry. It's a party. Let's get it on tonight. Little old school. Jeanne there, Busta from the 90s. It's a party, all right. It'll be a party for Steph Curry following the game tonight, I'm sure. What do you think, Wham? Washington, Golden State.
Yeah, y'all got to respect the range of my guy Babano right there.
Yeah.
He out there dropping the
That's
Busta
old school.
rhymes
It's
on you.
90s.
Come on, man. Come
90s,
on now.
Classic.
So,
right there.
yeah, I'm right there with you as well, bro. I think this is exotic playing. I'm not. I want to take the full game Warriors here, but I put money already on the first half. I'm just gonna stick with the first half in this spot. It's just bad for the Wizards on the road. They're only covered 4 of the last 10 on the first half on the road, and the other teams 7 of the last 10 at the house. For the Warriors here with the guy Draymond, who's going to have 20 to 23 minutes tonight. So it's going to be impactful minutes early on, I believe. So the first half is probably the best look. I took it at -7.5. Believe you may be able to get the 7 somewhere, but I'm not sure. I seen it earlier. I seen it earlier today, but maybe you're not. I see right now 7.5. So that's the way I'm going to get official. That's the play for me in this spot. But the only reason why I think it's bad here, I mean, come on, bro, like. You down bad with the Warriors, with the Wizards, man. You out here celebrating. You get your ass whooped by LeBron. You go straight to the internet and just say, "Hey, man, congratulations on that 50 ball, LeBron." Like Kuzma has to feel ashamed of himself, bro. Come on, man. You gotta be ashamed. Then y'all lose to the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah,
yeah. This shit is all bad for them. So it's no other way but up for the damn Wizards, and they going down bad. They down bad right now for the Wizards. So let's kick them while they down, bro.
Yeah, it can't be more down.
Yeah, my bad, Ian. Real quick though, let's not forget who beat them. I believe by double digits before the Blazers. You know, saying the motherfucking La Lakers. So
that's
now
what
we're
I'm
getting
saying,
the Warriors.
Bro.
So,
he go on the internet right afterwards, like, "Oh yeah, congratulations!" Like, come on,
yeah. Kyle Kuzma, man, that's your guy though. No, that's your guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, give me Kyle Kuzma right now over fucking Westbrook any fucking day.
Oh yeah, hey, but y'all need 3 more players plus Russ, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we only got easy choice to make. We only got 7 more days to talk about the Lakers. Today is one of them, so we only got 7 more days. That's it.
No, that's right. And don't tempt me mentioning that other Jeanne song. It's a groove thing. Save that for San Antonio. I'll bust that on the mic in San Antonio. That song. It's a groove. That's a good one. That's a good Jeanne's the party song right there. It's a groove thing. Oh, it's great memories. I remember that song. Yeah. Well, save it for San Antonio. Save it for when I bust the mic there. What do you think here, Skee? Washington, Golden State.
Hey, Wham, I ain't watched the game, but I seen the highlights because I ain't wasting my time watching these games. You seen THT getting on Kuzma after LeBron hit that last 3? You gotta watch it again.
Bro. Yeah, I gotta watch that part. Yeah, I didn't peep that part, but I think I seen somebody talk about it. I didn't see the clip though. I seen somebody talk about it on Twitter.
THT was talking shit to Kuzma. I was loving it, but this game, I'm gonna pull my Dutch. What game we talking about?
A Dutch moment. You did a Dutch.
Ain't no wrong with it.
All right, Golden State. All right, so I know I'm blanking out because I still haven't been able to bet this game because they won't drop a prop for Jordan Poole.
Right.
He's been balling lately. He's averaging 20 points post All-Star break. I know he's cleared 20 his last 6 games. He's shooting slightly under 50%, 47.6% from 3 post All-Star, 7.2 attempts per game. He's making 3.4 of them. So I want either his points if it's under 20, or I want his threes if it's 2.5 again. Looking at the Wizards, since the All-Star break, they're 22nd 3-point defense. The last 5 games, they're allowing 119.5 points per game. So I think there's a lot of points to be had, and I think Jordan Poole's going to score a majority of them.
All right, liking Jordan Poole here and he's been good. Like he had a huge game, obviously, the other night against Milwaukee, and he's been piling it up lately. We'll see if he can keep it rolling tonight for the Warriors as they take on the struggling Wizards, and that's putting it mildly. All right, we got the Chicago Bulls next up, taking on the Sacramento Kings. We've got Chicago 3.5, 4-point road favorites, 235.5 the total. As far as this game goes, certainly the over is always appealing with both of these teams. To be quite honest with you, I'd lean that way. But I actually like the Bulls here. I do laying a short number. I don't. To me, you look at Chicago and you look at their schedule lately. I mean, really, it's been tough. The last 8 games, you can make a case that every game they've played has been a tough opponent. Atlanta, Memphis, Miami, Atlanta again, Milwaukee, Philadelphia. Detroit's playing their best basketball right now. They played them and Cleveland in their last game. So, it's been a pretty grueling schedule lately for the Bulls. Now they're stepping down in class. This is that classic Dutch, there's levels to this shit game, in my opinion. That's what this looks like. That's what this feels like. I like Chicago here, -3.5. I think they get it done. Short number on the road to lay with the better team. What do you think here, Dutch, Chicago, Sacramento?
Yeah, man. Know something. He asked me about the tequila and churro. So the tequila, obvious for us. The churro is like an inside thing, bro. It's like an inside thing. The San Antonio females, they like churros, bro. Okay, it's an inside thing. But yeah, man. Eric Jones, you're absolutely right, my guy. This guy. But yeah, Dennis Get Money, I see you, my dude. Always with the positive vibes. Sam I am Comer, I see you, bro. This game, I thought exactly what you said, bro. Exactly what you said, Ian. To be honest with you, there's levels to this shit. But then I thought, I'm being very selective with my picks nowadays. And I would only bet the Bulls here, but we don't bet the Bulls on the road here, really. We really don't. They did cover against the Pistons here, I believe. It was right, maybe push, depending on when you bet it. It was a very close spot on number there with the Pistons. I believe they beat and they won in Detroit, which actually has been somewhat of an impressive win the way Pistons have been playing of late. But besides that, the Bulls have been a fucking auto fade on the road, damn near. And they're 0-4 ATS last 4 on the road. However, they are 4-1 ATS last 5 meetings versus these boys. February 16th, they played a 7-point win in Chi-Town with no Levine. So I believe the Bulls are the play here, and I believe they are obviously the better team. I believe Sabonis is going to be playing now. He's in and out, but I believe he's going to be suited up. But yeah, it would be Chicago or nothing for me, but I'm not in the business of laying points on the road with the Bulls right now. And Levine being questionable. Oh, wait, I do like that Caruso's back as well. He looked pretty solid in his first attempt back. So yeah, Chicago or nothing for me. But big shout out to our guy, Mark Nick. I see you, my dude.
All right. Yeah, definitely good to note that Levine is a game time decision, but they did get Caruso back. Good glue guy, both ends, especially defensively. Missed him. Having him back is good for Chicago. And actually, they played better defensively just these first game or two with him back. So that's been good to see for sure. Wham, Bulls, Kings.
Yeah, man, it's kind of interesting. I think De'Aaron Fox again goes over the 27.5 points. The line is moving up on that, obviously, for reason. 25.5. He's hit that 8 of the last 11 games, man. I mean, it's just pretty much automatic. Last game, 44 points, 41 points, I believe. He's been cooking, bro. So I expect him to continue to cook. That being said, I'm not leaning towards the Kings, though. Even though Caruso, I do like Caruso being back. That is a guy that's going to help, most likely probably be guarding them in this game. They throw motherfuckers out there to the fire. Like, this guy's on a heat streak. Just go out there and stick him and shit. So, I wouldn't be surprised they throw him out there on a minutes restriction. But neither here nor there. I still like the look for De'Aaron Fox. I haven't bet this because it's a later game. Of course, you guys already know. But I'm thinking in that direction. I'm not sure if I was leaning towards the Bulls, though, to be honest with you. I probably would, I guess, because I'm thinking that De'Aaron Fox goes up. I think I am leaning towards Sacramento, but I wouldn't tell you to do that neither. So De'Aaron Fox is the only way I would go.
All right, De'Aaron Fox, props for a Wham. All right, Skee.
I'm going to go De'Aaron Fox over 25.5 points. I also like his assists at 5.5 and 6.5 for his points. He's gone over this number 14 of the last 18 games, averaging 28 points per game. For his assists, he's averaging 7.7 post All-Star. And really, it's just since Halliburton's not there no more, he's getting all the distributing responsibilities. And over 5.5, when I took it, was juiced. It was -150. 6.5 was +120. And like I said, he's averaging closer to 8 since All-Star. So I like all of those. And I also like Harrison Barnes. He's been silently, I don't know if it's even silently anymore. He's been killing it. 14 of the last 17 games, he's cleared 16.5 points. He's averaging 19.8 points per game in that span. And Chicago's allowing 22.4 points per game in small forwards this season. And 23 last 30 days is what I have. So like all those guys, like all the points in this game.
All right, good stuff. Next up, we got the Bucks and the Jazz, one of the bigger games tonight in the association. The Jazz 2.5-point home favorites here, 232 the total in this game. It looks like there's been money coming in here on the Utah Jazz. Milwaukee was favored. Now Utah laying 2.5 in this game. It looks like Rudy Gobert is a game time decision. Plans to play. He's got a foot injury, but he was at the shoot around, so he's going to play. It looks like if he's in the shoot around, he's probably going to play. Bojan Bogdanovic was not in the shoot around this morning with the left calf injury that he has, and he's more questionable to play tonight for Utah in this game. It looks like for the Bucks, unless there's some late breaking info I see, they're going to go with Holiday, Allen, Middleton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. Their normal starting five here in this game. They're off of not embarrassing because Golden State's a good team, but embarrassing just that they lost by 13. They were really never in the game. That's the part that was embarrassing for them the other night against Golden State. So they're off that kind of performance. They actually got beaten at their own building back on Halloween night by Utah, 107-95 in Milwaukee by this Jazz team. I like the Bucks here. I'm going to go against this movement. I think they play a good game tonight. Bounce back mode, couple questionables for Utah. Obviously, Utah's not an easy team to fade at home, especially given their 24-10 record. They pretty much just win the game. They probably cover the number. But I like that way this sets up here for Milwaukee. And I'll take my chances with them off a bad game because, look, they lost to Philly in a close game before the break. After the break, they lost to Brooklyn by 3. It's a Brooklyn team that's playing a little bit better now. And then they lost to Golden State. So the losses lately have not been to bad teams. Milwaukee just had a horrible night. I think they play better. I think they got a chance to win. I'll go against the move here. I like Milwaukee plus 2.5 in this one. What do you like, Bucks Jazz?
I just trying to think. I was trying to look it up right now. I can't remember the last time the Bucks beat the Jazz.
Been a while.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
And when I think about that, I want to say the Bucks, they got some people who can shoot too, but you know where Giannis wants to go. He wants to eat in the paint. You got Rudy Gobert down there. Yep. It's not going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? So if you tell me he's going to be in this game, I'd say he makes life tough for Giannis. And like you said, they're 24-10 straight up at the house. That's pretty hard to go against. So with the line move going towards Utah, I think that tells me Gobert's in. So I lean towards Utah here. I think they'll get it done tonight.
All right, lean towards Utah. Rayhan, thank you for the dono, $10 dono. We appreciate it. That train's rolling again. There it is, Dono Train. Thank you very much, Rayon. Appreciate it. Wham, Bucks Jazz.
Yeah, man, if this was a playoff game, I would definitely say that the Lopez addition is going to help out a tremendous much. Another guy that's rebounding. They've been complaining and crying about rebounding all year for the Bucks here, and they want Giannis to be a secondary rebounder rather than a primary rebounder here. So, of course, having that big dude back there, maybe stretching the floor as well, man. I wish this was a playoff game that give us that Brook Lopez 3-point prop. I think that would be looking like money, man, in this game. Just trying to get him out the paint for Giannis can eat. I do like the Bucks here. I did take them first half money line here. Got them at plus 120. You get plus 110, I believe, plus 115 right now throughout the box here, throughout the the market from there. As far as this team, they haven't been that good of a first half team at the house. I believe 13-19, not that big of a difference, but still in the bad side of things as Utah Jazz. I'm not a big fan of Utah. You're already seeing their coach being shopped around in the offseason through rumors as well. We talked about this as well. I think the team gets blown up this summer because they're not going to do that much in the playoffs as well. So I think this is a good spot for them. But like Skee did mention, it is worth noting they've been covering 5 straight times. It's kind of reason why I don't like the full game here. I can see some fuckery about that. Maybe it's just something, secret handshake behind scenes or something like, some bullshit like that. There's no reason why they shouldn't get a game in. I think last game was in 2019 since they won here. So that maybe have something to do with scheduling and the bubble and all that shit too. Neither here nor there. But for the most part, I like the early spot for the Bucks, and that's the way I'm locking.
Yeah, I'm starting to think too. The more I look at it, the first quarter, first half, full game, spread it out across all 3. That might be the best way to go. rather than just all full game. Do a little first quarter, first half, full game on Milwaukee. Dutch, what do you think here?
Yeah, I got enough less like in the Bucks first quarter. Rayhan saying you got 7 strains of indica put away for your boy. Hey man, music to my motherfucking ears, bro. I like that shit. I like that a lot, honestly. Dan Kelly, I see you, my dude. Yeah, man. Tiffany, I see you, girl. This game is my God, Wine Time Sports. He said, do we fear the deer here? And I thought right off the bat we would, to be honest with you. And someone in the chat said it was 10 straight. They Utah beat them. My bad, I forgot your name, bro. 10 straight they beat the Bucks. So obviously
3 straight.
they're
Actually, only 3 straight.
Yeah,
they beat
straight,
the Bucks.
3 straight.
2019, they got the last one. The last one,
Oh,
2019 November.
Yeah.
Bucks got that
Okay,
one.
but besides that, there must be 9-1 then.
5 straight
Is that one
covers.
out?
5 straight covers
Yeah.
though. 5 straight covers.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, but my man Skee touched on it. Go Bird down there is not really what Giannis wants to see. I know he's not the toughest individual in the world, but he a big motherfucking boy. So I would look, and then you got Whiteside to come off the bench as well. Big boy as well. Mitchell, what scares me here about Milwaukee a little bit is I'm just not comfortable with the 2 guard situation here. They need to upgrade. I don't like Grayson Allen out there. They got Nora playing. I just don't like it. They really are missing Patrick Connaughton. I know they're getting Lopez back here, but they are missing the Notre Dame dude. Shout out to our guy Billy Briggs, loving that dude. Connaughton. So I've noticed it. The athleticism, the shooting, they're missing him. Grayson Allen ain't it to me, man. I don't know. For DiVincenzo, same pretty much fucking guy. A little bit taller, maybe can jump a little bit higher. I don't fucking get it. But yeah, I would only look honestly. I would endorse Milwaukee first half, but I wouldn't go against the numbers I've seen against Utah at home here. I just wouldn't. I think Utah finds a way to win. Obviously Milwaukee coming off of an ass whooping on national TV on Saturday, you would expect to get the best. But I just don't trust them late in the game. So I would actually lean Milwaukee here early, and I would expect Utah to get to handle business at home. Full game.
All right, fine. All right, final game, Raptors-Lakers. Raptors 5-point favorites on the road. That's at the Crypto Arena, 225 the total. Well, I was starting to a lot of people were getting concerned after the All-Star break. What's wrong with the Raptors? You get blown out seriously. Charlotte, Atlanta get absolutely blown out. What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong? Is this team falling apart? Well, don't have to worry about that right now. My goodness, they get Fred VanVleet back before the San Antonio game. They beat the Spurs. And what they did on the weekend, nothing short of incredible. I didn't expect them to sweep Phoenix and Denver back-to-back on the road and winning again in Denver the next night. Are you kidding me? And they didn't have Fred in the second game. Fred VanVleet didn't play. They rested him on Saturday against Denver. And they still went in there and beat the Nuggets by 12. Couldn't believe it. And I took Denver. Stupid. Like I rarely bet against the Raptors, and it's got to be something really strong. And they made me pay the price there on Saturday night. But real impressive from the Raptors, no question. To me, how do they not go in there and wax the Lakers? How do they not beat this team? But, you're off 2 big wins. There's maybe that we're satisfied. I don't think this team thinks that way. I don't think Nick Nurse allows them to think that way. But there is some concern. You don't get them. They're at their best tonight. That's the only thing I can think of as to the Lakers being a potential to win. Other than that, there's nothing that would indicate you trust in the Lakers. Okay, they beat Washington. Washington's a shit show. But look what happened last night against Phoenix. I mean, turned around and got absolutely destroyed, 140 to 111. How do you give up 140 points? I know Phoenix is good. That's how. But come on. You got to have a little more pride on defense than that. But the Lakers just don't have pride on defense. Not without Anthony Davis. Skee's been said it for all season. It's true. They don't play defense without Anthony Davis. So Raptors are past for me. I'm not the greatest of spots for Toronto, but it's Toronto or nothing. I'm not taking the Lakers. No way. It's Toronto -5 or I leave the game alone. Dutch, what do you think here? Raptors, Lakers.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guys, THC, Rizza, and Sam Comerton. Yeah, they're fighting for that 6 seed, the Raptors.
They don't want that
well.
playing. You're right.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. That's a strong point. And you know what it is, man, is these Lakers, man. People don't take days off against the Lakers. This is what it is. And not only it's the Lakers, first of all, the organization has that kind of charisma. And then of course they have LBJ out there, the best, supposedly the best thing going out there, and then Russ, he likes to still talk shit, even though he is shit. And LBJ, the funny thing is, this motherfucker be down 20, lose 3 in a row, and he's still dancing, talking to the crowd like everything's all good, bro. I mean, I just don't get it. Like, come the fuck on, bro. What's the record? What are you playing? I just don't understand. I don't give a fuck if you're winning or not. There's no reason you should be ever celebrating LBJ. You have nothing to celebrate this year. I don't give a fuck how many points you have. So I just don't like what I see from the Lakers coaching, players, anything. I mean, the motherfuckers can't rebound. They can't not rebound. They don't try. It's effort is what it is. They stand there and watch motherfuckers and then point at the other motherfucker. That's nobody wants to is held accountable on that team. And it's kind of just it's sad, honestly, to me to have somebody that's fucking talented, that good of a player, to get ran out the fucking gym like that night after night. You want to say, oh, the Lakers, you're going to get their best ever tonight because they lost by 30 last night. Brother, they lose by 20, 30, and they show up this next day and they still get their ass whooped. It's just what it is with these LA Lakers. And we're getting the Raptors here, a 3-game win streak. Ian touched on a lot. They're averaging 121 points per game, shooting 39.7%, right under 40% from the three in that span. I'd like to see Van Fleet out there, but these boys, this is what I like to call a perfect motherfucking ideal matchup for the Raptors, because one, I already touched on, these Lakers don't like a fucking rebound, and the Raptors, they rebound. They got height all over the fucking place, and they can bring it 6, 7, 8 deep off the bench.
Barnes, Birch, Boucher, you could go on and on. Yep.
Exactly. Everybody's 6'8" and can jump out the gym and got a wingspan 7 fucking plus. It's insane. And that's just what the Lakers don't have, unfortunately. Now they've been out rebounded in this span. They've out rebounded their opponents by 10 plus a game. 4-1 against the number last 5 on the road. They're 10-1 against the number last 11 meetings in La La Land. So they like the trip to LA. And the Lakers have lost 5 out of the last 7. Last 6 games, the Lakers are allowing 125 points per game. They've been out rebounded by 7.5 rebounds a game the last 4, 2-4 against the number last 6, and they're 0-4 straight up in back-to-backs their last 4, losing to Portland their last back-to-back on February 9th with nobody in the fucking lineup, and they had AD and LBJ. These motherfuckers don't even want to be on the basketball court tonight. -5 is a beautiful fucking thing. Load up on the Toronto Raptors tonight. They're going to have a blast in La La Land.
Yeah, I didn't even mention their starting center, the starting 5 spot, Precious Achua. That guy can rebound too for them. So it's just, it's trouble. It probably is. I know, Skee, I know you don't say much about Laker games now when they come up on the show, but anything here?
Back with this motherfucker, man.
There you go. I knew it. Just short and sweet. All right, Wham, Raptors, Lakers.
Come on, man. We on the Raptors, man. 5 is a beautiful thing, like my guy said, bro. They won 10 out of the last 9 out of the last 10 meetings, bro. This is the worst Laker team of all those 10 meetings, bro. This is the worst of them all, bro. There's no way they should be 5 points, man. I wrote down like 7 when I originally wrote this shit down as my leans, bro. I'm like, this shit gonna be like 7 when I wake up. That shit 5, easy, buddy, man. Let's get the first half. Let's get the full game. Let's go Raptors, man. Get it how you is. I just think the defense already shown they're a better defense. Lakers bottom 5. This team is top 5 in the defensive rating, bro. We don't have to talk too much about Precious Achua. I wish they gave us the 3-point prop here. Boy, almost had like 4 threes the other game, man. He's out there doing his thing. So, they might not be having the plus money like they did back then, but he getting them off, bro. And as far as Scotty Barnes being at the point guard, bro, I do expect him to eat today over 16.5 points. I would like that. I like the 3.5 assists, though. Did have 10 assists last game. 3.5 assists, maybe enough, a little bit push there, especially if you get Fred VanVleet out the lineup. He may be starting again at the point guard. So 3.5 is pretty good money, man. I like the best bet here for sure. Right there with my guy Dutch, man. It's full game. Raptors, man, I think they continue to do what they've been doing to the Lakers. It's only right. This shit suck. We suck, bro. We're not playing defense. I don't have to say too much, y'all. Y'all already know.
All right,
man.
we get
suck,
it.
bro.
Yeah, I hear you. We get it. It's not good for the Lakers. That's all we need to know right now. All right, great stuff. Dutch, Wham, and Skee. We got best bets, freshest look coming up. Southtown 101, when you're in San Antonio, Texas, we'll be there next week. Stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke, Manscaped, promo code Pub Sports, 20% off your purchase. Lawnmower 4.0 or any Manscaped product, 20% off with promo code Pub Sports. MyBookie.ag, NBA, college basketball, NCAA tournament this week, NHL, UFC, you name it. Sign up for an account, MyBookie.ag, Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit, MyBookie.ag, promo code Pub Sports. Make sure you check that out. All right, best bets, Dutch's freshest look to wrap it up. Let's start with Skee. What do you like for best bet?
I'm going to go ahead and shout out my Chargers getting J.C. Jackson. Chargers making moves. Y'all watch out next season. Best bet, De'Aaron Fox, 25.5 points. He's only hit it 14 of the last 18 games. I'm just saying, 25.5. We're going up and over.
All right, there we go. De'Aaron Fox over 25.5 points. Best bet for Skee. Wham, what do you got for best bet?
Yeah, man, we're gonna see. I've seen it right now. It's moved here, but I'm gonna take the Nuggets first half money line. I got it at +2, but might take the money line plus 110 for the Nuggets. I believe they come out hot, shooting better than the other shooters on the other side here. So Nuggets first half money line.
All right. There we go. Nuggets, first half money line for Wham with his best bet. All right, Dutch, minus sound effect, freshest look.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be the freshest looks today. Actually, I'm a man of the people, and I didn't give a play out for Saturday or Sunday. We got over 400 motherfuckers in here right now. Run that motherfucking like button up real quick, I muchly appreciate it. Now you already know I'm on the motherfucking Raptors heavy, but we're on our way to the motherfucking Bay. Freshest looks, yeah, man, right to the motherfucking Bay, and it don't take a wizard to figure out the motherfucking wizard or the motherfucking Warriors are gonna come out to play. Now load up on the motherfucking Golden State Warriors today. That's good money. 11.5, 12, whatever you want. Load up. Freshest looks. Warriors and the Raptors. 13 and number 14 coming at you. Believe it.
There we go. Oh yeah, the freshest look streak is still rolling on for Dutch. Unbelievable stretch for him with the freshest look. Incredible streak. We're doing great work with the plays on the show this last several weeks. We'll see if we keep it rolling here. He likes the Raptors, but he's going with the Warriors as well. Little double Dutch here on the Monday edition.
Both 2-unit plays, so I figured
Pub.
I'd give them both out.
There we go. There we go. We're giving people here on the NBA Pub Up. We give.
Give me 200 motherfucking likes, goddammit.
Hit the like button. 415, by the way, appreciate it. 415 live viewers. Are you kidding me? What a turnout. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Hit the like button. That's one of our biggest live viewer numbers we've done on this show. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. My best bet, pressure's on. What's the streak now? It's been a crazy run. 21-5 with the best bet streak. Let's see how we can add to it tonight on this card. I'm going to go with Chicago here, -3.5 against Sacramento. I just think it's a short number. I think this is a chance for the Bulls to finally play someone weaker on their schedule and take care of business. Levine game time decision. I'll take my chances, even whether he plays or not. I will take my chances here with the better team. Chicago Bulls, -3.5 against Sacramento for my best bet for this Monday NBA card. And that'll wrap up this edition of the NBA Pub Up. Thanks to everyone for joining us. 403 live viewers, hit the like button on the way out. We'll be back tomorrow on Tuesday with another edition of the NBA Pub Up. For Dutch, for Wham, and for Skee, I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Monday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. Net Profit College Basketball with Maxwell Smart, Connor Mack coming up next. We'll see you again tomorrow on Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern for another edition of the NBA Pub Hub right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. You know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Hey, stay heavily motherfucking medicated on this beautiful Monday. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.